Eve's Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Eve's Barnside Chat. We got plenty more farmed animals, big and small, all for love and love for all. Welcome to Eve's Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Eve's Barnside Chat. Our mission is to inspire kindness and compassion for farmed animals everywhere. You can help us take action by volunteering or through donations, or visit our store and check out our website to learn more. Welcome to Eve's Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Eve's Barnside Chat. Happily ever after Farm Sanctuary.
Hello and welcome to Barnside Chat. We are here live in the main barn. Happily Ever After Farm Sanctuary. Let us know where you are tuning in from. Hi, Sylvia, Daniel, Alicia, Mary, Jerry Lee, Gail. Thanks for tuning in. Here's Chris. I'm Andrea, this is Chris. We are here to go over the program, which is animal care updates, lots of different things. If you have any questions, let us know for the Magic Rainbow Bag in the comments and we will answer them next week. For today's program, we have some resident updates, we have some volunteer information, our spring auction's coming up, and we have Magic Rainbow Bags. We're actually going to start with resident updates. Of course, we're going to start with Ray.
Ray?
Yep.
He's just perfect?
He's just perfect. That's all we have to say.
I did think, I was like, is there something wrong with Ray? Is he just extra perfect this week?
Nothing wrong with Ray. I want to share you my update that happened last week, which was the most exciting day of my life. So I don't know if you know, for tusk trims, how the setup is. We use a snare. It's a little bit more dramatic. So I wanted to try to see if we can do a tusk trim on Ray with belly rub. Kevin was giving a belly rub to Ray. I was trimming his tusks, and it doesn't show it in this part of the video because the success happened after, of course, we started filming, but we were able to do both of his tusks while he was getting a belly rub.
Which is amazing.
Yes, it's amazing and not really shocking because it's Ray.
Yeah, he's perfect.
Yeah.
If there was going to be a pig that would let us, it would be Ray.
I think it was like 2 Barnsides ago where we had Ray with us for the program, and right after the program I was like, Chris, I need to try to do his tusks. Well, he's going to be belly rub, but like almost.
He was fairly tolerant for a first attempt.
Yeah.
He really let you get in there pretty good.
With Ray specifically, with the snare and the process of tusk trimming, he is incredibly dramatic. He's probably one of like the worst pigs for that procedure. It's very quick, but he just does a lot of thrashing and rolling and things that we don't really want him doing, and I decided to try. He did get a little bit of anti-anxiety meds ahead of time. I don't know if that's what helped, but we're going to continue doing that with him. It did take a little bit longer than normally, but it saved him a lot of stress. So that was an exciting update, a really quick, well, the procedure wasn't really quick, but it was like a full day event. We gave him his meds in the morning. I don't know if they helped because he was like kind of himself, like just relaxing and kind of revved up a bit. But yeah, that's Ray's update for resident updates. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We have Daniel, Sylvia, I think I read those names, Tracy. Welcome. And Jay, is that New Jersey?
I would think so, yeah.
New York, Montreal, Northern California, folks from all over the place. We're just doing our resident updates right now. We have a Hercules update. This picture we took yesterday, me and Chris were here for this. What is happening here, Chris?
Our poor Hercules boy. He has been lame on his front left. Looked, he's old and arthritic, so he kind of looked really
turned
disheveled.
10.
And
Yeah.
Yesterday, we noticed it was mostly on his front left. We were putting a boot soak on him here, which he, happily let us do. Well, mostly happily.
He was
mostly
grumpy
happily. He was a little
bit,
grumpy because we
but
were playing with his
he
foot.
was tolerant.
We put a boot soak on him to help draw out any kind of grossness that may be in some of those cracks that he has. I don't think we drew anything specific out there.
Yeah, sometimes you'll draw something out that you don't know is there, so we kind of, part of our protocol is just do it anyways if they'll tolerate it.
Yeah, and he's a good boy, so he tolerates it.
Yeah.
So that was on for about an hour, and then we were able to do some dremeling out some cracks.
Did a
He's got some
few
nasty
sessions,
cracks, and
yeah.
I don't think we came to any specific conclusions.
Not yet.
Probably get another session on him today to see if we can find anything different, but he's a little lame. He's still with his family. He's not
Yes.
separated because they're all old and arthritic and slow anyways.
Typically in this protocol, we will do something called stall rests. We'll make sure they're in an area that's quiet, but that area is already really quiet. He's with his family. He's not doing anything too outrageous. They're inside. They're relaxing. He's been relaxing all day, so we've increased his pain meds. To see how he does. Sometimes the soft tissue stuff, if you roll your ankle, it might be sore for a few days. So we're going to see how he does. If he gets any worse, then we'll get our vets and everything involved. But yeah, as of yesterday, he got out of bed pretty sore.
Yeah.
No specific reason why. And that goes right into I don't have a picture of her, but next update is Tammy, because you can see her there on the top.
Yes.
A lot of folks were wondering, especially during the pizza party, why she was separated, why she wasn't eating with them. She did get pizza, but she didn't eat with them because she's on stall rest. Why is she on stall rest?
Basically the same reason at Hercules, except her front right. So she's been intermittently lame on it. Sometimes it looks really bad. Sometimes it looks really good. So we have separated. Yeah, so it's been really difficult to kind of pinpoint. But so that's why she is on stall rest. She is away simply because she is the bottom of the herd. And, she's the one who tends to get chased away from food. So this allows her to actually rest. So she's, we've got her on meds and we've been digging around, but nothing super obvious. Yeah,
she
at
does
this
have
point.
Spondylosis in her lower spine, although this is her front leg. We're not really sure where the pain's coming from. So hopefully with a rest and pain med, she's feeling better, but that's two piggies who aren't feeling super great right now. And as they get older, especially bigger ones like Hercules, they have more tendency toward these issues. And we do have an aging population. Even Sammy last week was pretty sore.
So I think we have our osteopath coming in this afternoon who will hopefully be working with both Tammy and Hercules.
They're getting added to the list.
They're added to the list. So if it's
emailed.
anything, in their whole body, hopefully they'll work on their spine. If there's any kind of stiffness or anything that's contributing to the lameness, hopefully that'll get worked out. And if not, it'll just feel really good for them.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, we do a lot of different things. Obviously, we mentioned pain meds, but also things like osteopathy and chiropractor and different laser therapy. Kind of have all of those at our disposal to give to the residents. Thanks to your donations. Now, one more update, and this is BJ and Escalade. Last week we were able to do, was it last week? Oh, I don't remember.
Yes.
Within the last 2 weeks, probably last week. How do I not remember? They had their teeth floated, which means that their teeth were examined, and we have files that we were able to order custom made. So we have our own now. The vet came in. He looks so small here. So he has a little bit of sedation on board. Escalated needed a bit of sedation for his teeth floating, which means they kind of just ground down some of those molars that had some spikes on them and were growing a bit uneven. So he had the procedure done, a little bit of sedation. And BJ didn't even need sedation, which was really special.
What a good boy.
They both got weighed after. They had a full health exam. So they both had their teeth floated on site. BJ, no sedation. We did have to hold him a little bit, but he did pretty well.
Yeah, he's a good boy. And he usually just follows Escalade. So as long as you kind of get Escalade going,
that's true.
He'll kind of follow. So as long as Escalade's close, BJ does all right.
Yeah, we did Escalade first, and I think BJ watched and was like, that wasn't too bad. Escalade was a little bit dramatic. He didn't get a full sedation. We didn't want him on the ground.
Right.
That wouldn't have helped. But yeah, he was really good. He came out of sedation really well, and their teeth are all fantastic. That was a big day with the vet out. Thanks for your concern for Herky and Tammy in the comments there. hopefully they're feeling better. Warmer weather,
Yeah, I hope
Tracy
so.
mentioned. It's tough. Getting older is tough. There could be arthritis at play. We don't have imaging right now on them. That's something we could do, is have like x-rays done on their limbs to see where the issues are coming from. And soft tissue things happen too. Sometimes like rolled ankles if they move really quickly, get out of bed too fast.
Yeah, usually if they're getting out of bed for like their meds, which are in like peanut butter wraps, or they're getting up for breakfast. So it's usually a hurry to get out. They don't just, even though they're always going to get the same amount, and we're always going to make sure they get it. You know, it's a very exciting time for them.
Yeah, they
so
kind of
sometimes they
hustle
just,
at that time.
it's a bit of a rush.
And that's the time when they're most sore. If they've been in bed all night and they get up in the morning, that group, kind of all of them, get out of bed a bit sore, and they all are on pain meds. So, yeah.
Especially now that they're all sleeping together in one big pile. So as soon as
that's
one,
true.
as soon as one moves, they all move,
Yep.
because they're like, oh, something's happening.
They have
And
FOMO.
yeah,
There's Catherine
they do.
with Abraham's muzzle that he takes off every day.
Every day.
Every single day. It's usually around this time, right before Barnside, I'll come out to set up, and his muzzle's just in the hallway. He knows how to use, there's like hooks by the door to latch them, and he wraps it on and pulls his head a certain way, and his muzzle's off. But anyways,
Yeah, I think Elmer helps him too.
he
as,
would.
as soon as you put it on, you'll see Elmer immediately start like rubbing on Abe's face, and I'm like,
It's a group effort.
it's a group effort, you know, which is just lovely. We love to see it.
It's hilarious. We're gonna do magic rainbow bag next.
Aww.
Just chewing in the hallway.
We should just let her come visit.
That's true. Let her out. Let her loose. Oh no, Chris is covered.
Oh no, I stepped the wrong way.
It's hard to know. All right, Magic Rainbow Bag. If you are new here to the program, we do this every week on Barnside Chat. It is the questions that you asked last week on today's program. If you have any questions, I see a few. I'm not going to answer them quite yet. We're going to answer them
I
next
just
week.
always want to talk about him.
Let's do it. You know what? Let's do one.
Okay.
We make the rules.
Yeah.
How's our ball? I could see him from here. I don't know if he's right behind Catherine.
Yeah, you might not be able to see him. He's just peeking his head out,
That's
having
kind
a
of
look
his,
at us.
Kind of his thing. Like he'll go in his stall and just like, he likes to know what's going on, but he doesn't always want to be like totally involved.
Yeah. He's good. He's back with his herd. He's doing Obama things. He's eating lots. Was it yesterday morning? We let him free roam around the barn a little bit
he
for the
hasn't in a
first
minute.
time. I don't know if we've done it since. I haven't done it since his injuries.
I don't think so. And that was like mid-January. Because
yeah.
I think we were really worried the way he kind of fell because he picked up speed. And he does it sometimes. He gets excited or hears a noise and picks up speed. And that's where his back legs fail him. He's getting some hind limb ataxia, which happens in older sheep and goats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think it was the first time out. He didn't
Yeah.
come all the way to the med suite because I think he remembered the Fig Newtons were there, but he was being a little bit bashful.
yeah, he was a little nervous about it, but he was out and he ate his breakfast and then went back, which it was so nice for me because I love seeing him in the mornings, just kind of out and about
free
doing his
roaming.
thing. So hopefully, if he gets more comfortable coming out, maybe we could do that more often.
Yeah.
Especially when it's quieter in the mornings, when
Yeah,
it's usually, I
exactly.
think yesterday was just me and Andrea
Yeah.
here, so there wasn't a lot going on. Which lets him to kind of come out and be calm and not get spooked. But yes, it's very exciting having him out and about again.
This is the Obama episode. It always
Every-
will be. If anybody says anything about Obama, we just get very excited. So thank you, Jane. We love him. All right, I don't think I've read this yet. We have an update on Jeannie at some stage. I love her. I feel like she's a little segment. Oh, a Jeannie segment. She was being really cute earlier. So she's not out right now, but she's doing fantastic. Kind of the same, like no big changes with her. She's elderly, 15.
Yes.
I think she's 15, so she gets supplemental feeding. Zoe was being sassy, and Jeannie was really standing her ground earlier. Like not letting her in the stall with Obama, just like guarding the stall, being really cute.
Yeah.
And they're good with her.
I've seen her play quite a bit with Hazel, actually. Probably more than anyone is her and Hazel will kind of play a little bit. And, Hazel usually kind of runs away from her and then kind of comes back and gives her a little touch and runs away. It's very cute. So she still gets around. She's still playful, even though she's older and a little bit slower.
Yeah.
But she still has her moments where she's ready to play and have fun. So
Yeah.
it's really cute to
having a good
see.
time.
I think right now she was in a stall with Obama, Abe, and Catherine. The four of them are usually always together. So they
that's
were all
true.
just kind of hanging out, relaxing. But
Yeah, one of her favorite things, like she eats her breakfast, which she loves. She loves sitting right under the hay feeder, just taking big mouthfuls of hay under there. She has her kind of a routine. Like if we went to look at her right now, she'd probably be doing like one of three things.
I mean, I was in there just before Barnside on my midday rounds to give her meds, and she was under the hay feeder, covered in hay, as she always is.
Yeah, because the other people are eating above and it's all falling on her, and she's just like,
Yeah, it's
in
just
the
her
hay.
vibe.
Yeah.
So I love that for
she's
her.
doing great. Thanks for asking about Jeannie. She's fantastic. We love her. Did I miss something?
Oh, I wonder if this is, I think we posted a picture with Sammy and Helen together, and they're all snuggling into Sammy.
Yes.
Yes,
that makes sense.
everyone loves to snuggle with Sammy.
Yeah,
he
they
is the
kind of
most
fight over
popular.
their chance to be
Yeah.
with him.
I think Helen's there a lot. Benjamin's there quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yes, they all love cuddling with Sammy. He's a big cuddle monster.
And he's huge.
So,
He's just
he
over
is huge.
700 pounds, so he probably would get off quite a bit of heat.
Yes. So.
We're all learning what Sammy
Yeah.
the Furnace is now.
I very rarely see Sammy sleeping alone.
No.
When I do, I always usually take the opportunity to give him a little belly rub, but it's not
Yeah.
very often because
Yeah,
he
they're
usually
always
has.
flocking around him. Whatever he's doing, it's sleeping usually, but even if he's, doing something, they're always kind of checking in with him, his group, his herd, Sammy's herd. Why Diablo? It means devil in Spanish. I don't know if he came with that name or if he gave him that name. I don't remember.
I don't know. He's a little devilish though,
Yeah,
in a good way.
he's a little sassy. He's always been kind of testing our boundaries, which is fine. He's a goat.
Yeah.
And also he came from a petting zoo that wasn't super nice, so
Yeah. I don't know what our mics pick up, but when we first started, if you heard a banging, it was Diablo playing with his punching bag.
yes.
So we hear that quite a bit. So he's a rough and tumble
this
kind of
little
guy. He
war
loves.
cry and starts fighting
Oh my
it.
God, his war cry is so funny.
It sounds like a
It's
little
so-
squeaky toy.
It's so hard to catch it on
Yeah,
camera.
you
'cause-
never get it.
but
Because as soon as
like-
you get the camera out, he stops.
Yeah, but his war cry is. It doesn't sound like it's coming from him because it's like high pitched and kind of whiny, and it's like, oh, is that like a toddler making that? And then you see him just like run and hit the punching bag.
Yeah.
It's pretty cute.
He still has quite a bit of spunk. He's also getting osteo, he's getting pain meds, and he is quite elderly too. Him and Jeannie are probably about the same age. They came from the same place. They both arrived in May 2015, so next month is their 10-year
Wow.
anniversary here at the sanctuary. They're still here with us, still doing amazing. Like they're both just
they're-
going.
Yeah, they're both doing really well.
Yeah. This Diablo's update.
Oh.
He's cute. Do all the residents have a favorite carer? Or are some just happy for the attention?
Oh, like a favorite caregiver?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would say Escalade's favorite
Oh,
is
yeah.
Bailey.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty obvious to everybody here.
Yeah.
Probably to you at home, as every time we show Escalade, you'll usually see Bailey with him.
Literally just showed that.
Yeah. I was gonna say-
Yeah.
So I think that is a very.
She's headed the training program with him, and they have a very specific bond. Like if I went to put his halter on right now, I wouldn't be as successful
Yeah,
as she would
no, yeah. I think it's so that's very clear cut. I mean, you and Raymond.
be. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows.
Sometimes I'll be talking to myself, which I do all the time, and he'll hear me and come out. So I'll take
Yeah,
that
when I'm
one.
working
Yeah.
PM shift, Andrew will come in, and as soon as he hears his voice, he'll come and start chomping at the gates.
Raymond.
So, yeah.
He's not here yet. He's
not
busy.
here. We have
Might be
Oksana.
eating his hay, which he loves. I can hear him honking though,
Yeah.
straight across from us.
Yeah, I don't know if any others have
Mm-hmm.
specific favorites.
They all like when. Oh, here he comes.
Yeah.
They all like when we feed them, so that's kind of
Yeah.
like. Yeah, I can't think
Yeah.
of anybody else.
I mean, obviously, Herky loves Kathy the most.
Yes.
Obviously, that goes without
I
saying.
mean, we didn't have to
No,
say
you
that.
don't have to say
yeah.
that's obviously
Yeah.
true. But, yeah, I don't know.
That's a good question, though. I like that. Claire, lots of questions on the Magic Rainbow bag today. That's exciting. Hope Sam is okay. How much does he weigh now? Because he's a big boy. May he have to lose weight to help with his legs? We do try to keep their weight at a good amount. We're always checking their weights. We're always doing their body condition score. He's pretty good right now. He probably could lose a little bit,
Yeah.
but he's not overweight. I wouldn't call him overweight.
No,
He's just a big
he's
boy.
just a big pig.
Oh, no.
But he doesn't look like obese or anything, like in the sense of a pig, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's tough. It can be tough with them keeping their weight at a good,
Yeah.
I don't know, level. But he's a good weight right now. He's just over 700 pounds. It's just a big frame. It's tough when they have a big frame.
Yeah.
These big animals are just prone to more things like arthritis and earlier than their counterparts. Like he's only about 8 months older than the pigs he lives with, but he's aging a bit more rapidly in terms of arthritis and
Yeah.
mobility issues.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. They all kind of age at different rates depending on size and genetics and different things. Claire again, thank you, Claire. Have all the residents fully settled now? No issues with anyone to move? I don't think there was any issues to begin with.
No, not really.
I would just say the cats. Not issues, but just them, because we had them locked in to start with so that, they knew where they lived. And then slowly letting them out. I think they took a minute to adjust. They weren't mad about it, but...
Yeah, because I mean, it was into the fall when we got here, so they weren't out and about too much. throughout the winter anyway, so they
Yeah.
mostly hung tight.
Which is good. It was a good timing to have them kind of close by. And
Yeah, I don't think anyone else really had any issues. They were all, I mean, the pigs loved it.
Yeah.
They came here and there was like, great, this is a massive field.
Yeah.
You're never going to see us again. And
yeah, the first thing they did was every single pig did a perimeter check. We'd take them off the trailer because we could do 4 at once. We had 2 trailers going, 4 pigs at the same time, and then perimeter walk. And the next one would do a perimeter walk and just be like, whoa, this is huge. I think we're still getting settled, the humans.
Yes, I'd say us more than them. I think we're still figuring out
We're
routines
still unpacking.
and best practices, and where, you know, we still have boxes full of things. So
Yeah, all the spaces that we use and kind of shuffling around and
Yeah.
growing into seeing the seasons here and seeing what areas flood. And
yeah, it's a fun learning experience.
there's a little mini lake down halfway down the driveway. Yeah, and just even pastures, like we're letting them rest right now, so they're ready for the residents in a few weeks. Very exciting. Okay, those are all the questions from Magic Room Bag. Thank you for submitting them because they are super fun to answer here live. I just want to mention that we're always accepting volunteers. We had a few new volunteers start recently. We might be closer than you think. We're right here. Look at that. There we are. Kind of in the middle of every city you've ever heard of. So if you wanted to come on by. We accept regular volunteers on a weekly basis. So we do like 3-4 hour shifts regularly. And we also have our work days coming up. First one is on April 26th, which is so soon. You can sign up by going on our website, happilyeverester.ca. Look at that. You scroll down on the calendar. There's that date, and you can sign up on the different dates as you scroll. And soon those will have tour dates on them, which we don't have yet. I'm very excited to announce. So you can sign up for any of those to join us. That's a good time to come and bond with other folks who are interested in similar things, do group work, which is exciting. It's a bit different vibe when there's a big group of folks here, and there's so much to do here at the sanctuary. Spring cleanup is the next one, probably.
Yeah.
Lots of poop pickup in the pastures, I would think.
It's more fun than it sounds.
Yeah.
It
Especially
is.
when you're with other people. It's
Does
kind of
it?
relaxing.
Honestly, because I volunteer here too, so when I just get to do like poop pickups, like I was here on Friday, and I was just out with the cows doing poop pickup, and it was very relaxing.
Yeah.
Pouty was being sucky, and I was like, oh, this is just like a nice 4 hours.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. There's all kinds of things to do. Meal prep, poop pickup, cleaning stalls.
yeah, resident enrichment.
Yeah, brushing goats. That was
It's
that was
very-
one the last few weeks as they were. I want to say molting, but everything's chicken related to me. blowing their coats. Yes,
Yeah. Just
come on
lots-
down.
Yeah.
We're close to you. We know that already. All right. So yeah, sign up on our website, happilyeverester.ca. Head on over there. The link's also in the comments. You can head back. We also have some new merch that you want to check out on the same website, happilyeverester.ca. Super cute designs. We got mugs, we got cups, we got t-shirts, we got long sleeve shirts. I think the cutest designs I've ever seen on them.
Yeah, I got a mug
Adorable.
yesterday.
Oh,
It
I
came
think I
in
saw you
yesterday.
unboxing it.
Yes, I did. It's so cute.
Yeah.
It's very adorable.
These are really well done. I'm very excited. Really captures, like little herky, like
Yeah.
really captures their personalities. So
Yeah.
it's on our website to celebrate their 10 years, and that money goes toward the resident care, medical care, feed, shelter, everything. And we also have an auction coming up, I think in May, but we are taking donations until April 30th. So you have a few weeks to get your designs, your whatever you're making done. Email us at info@happilyeverester to figure out how to get the item here. I'm working on mine. Actually, I have 2 done. What are you making?
Oh, I mean, you've seen my paintings. They're
Oh,
do we still
yes,
have that Obama one?
we should.
You guys can include
He
that.
painted Obama. I think. Let us know in the comments if you want Chris to put his painting in the auction, because it's pretty amazing.
It's pretty amazing if I was a kindergartner. But
Oh, it's really good. I did Richard, and Nicole's was incredible. Nicole did Ferdinand.
yeah.
We had a
Yeah,
little
those
paint
look good.
afternoon.
Yeah. There was like 2 really nice ones, and then there was
know.
mine. I was like, I mean, it was the best I could do, so I was very proud of it. But
It's amazing.
I
We'll
am
have to
not
show
an
you.
artiste.
Okay, so Chris is donating a painting. I have some little sun catchers, which I'll bring one day and show them on here. And then the auction will be in May, but we don't have a date yet. We're going to do the weather report. It's looking the same with all those different emojis. Actually, this week is a bit drier, which is nice. We've had a lot of rain, and the temperatures have kind of been all over the place. Classic March and April here in southern Ontario. Yeah, there it is. One
Pretty
day it's raining. Lots of clouds.
I mean, I kind of appreciate a little bit more steadiness from what we had last week, which was like a blizzard one day and then 20 degrees the next. It was all over the place.
Is that, what was it? Wednesday night, there was I've never seen lightning, and I talked to my dad, and he's never seen lightning where it was just like bam, 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 bam. Like I woke up at 3 a.m. Did you see that?
Yeah, it woke me up in the middle of the night.
Because it was like thunder, but then the lightning was just like disco lights. Like I've never seen anything like that. And it was like snowing. There was thunder and then snow and then a snowstorm and then freezing rain that afternoon. And then I think it kind of stopped and then like lightning and thunder at 3 a.m. But just like, I saw the map of where all the lightning hit and it was just everywhere you could think of.
Yeah.
On that. If you look at this map, everything on that map was just lightning. There it is.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. And then it was 20 degrees the next day.
Yeah.
Like literally 24 hours later, we're out in their shorts and t-shirt. And it's like, what is happening? So I appreciate the consistency here. It's a little bit nicer to deal with.
Yeah, there's like, looks like tomorrow's windy. That always puts us at risk for a power outage. So we'll have our generators ready. There's like one rainy day. Looks like lots of clouds. It'd be nice to see the sun, but we're getting higher up there in the temperatures, which means the bugs are coming soon, but we will enjoy the warmth. Somebody said, yes, Chris, put your painting in the auction. We said that.
We said that.
We have one vote for Chris to put his painting. Maybe we'll reveal it next week. Let us know what you think. We have a few pictures from You Said It, and then we're going to do photos of the week. Ricky's been
Where'd he go?
wandering
I just saw
around.
him.
Enrique. Okay, first one. I like this one. Of course, Nancy's. Ricky, you couldn't have a better soul watching over you than Nancy. So true. Look at him having his nap. It's one of his many nap spots.
Yeah, we actually have one of those right beside our caregiver station too. We have 2 of those Nancy pictures.
Yeah,
One's still
we have
hanging
them
up by the
everywhere.
caregiver station.
Those are ones we brought to Pride when we did Toronto Pride. Just I remember, of course, I held Nancy's and somebody just like yelling Nancy from the crowd, and I was like, yes. They don't even know who this chicken is. They're just yelling his name. Love it.
that.
The girls got the zoomies. Love the clickety clop of their hooves as they run up and down. Each one is a separate personality. Such facial expressions, hugs, and scratches. All that is so true. They're all so different, especially that group of 3. Mm-hmm. They're all so different.
Yeah, they are very different. All
Zoe's,
very big personalities.
Yeah,
though.
Zoe's a goat. Hazel's a bit of a troublemaker.
She's a very big troublemaker.
Yeah,
I
just
love her
a
to
little
death,
bit.
but she is a troublemaker.
She's like on this end, and then Zoe's in the middle. It's kind of being a goat, and then Pixie's just wants to crawl all over you.
Yeah, she is the most calm, just down with everything.
Doesn't really mind when things are happening. Just
No.
wandering around. There was a video of her and Bailey just wandering.
Yeah, we take her for walks around the barn, and she's like, "Cool, let's go." And,
Yeah.
You know, the others are usually a little more cautious, a little bit nervous, and she's completely fine with everything.
Or gets into everything.
Yeah.
Remember I had, who was it, Elmer out? And Elmer and Gilbert just climb on everything. No, we had another vote for Chris's painting. I think this might happen, Chris. We have to dig it up. It's still probably packed.
Yeah.
Should have been
it
a
was from the old-
priority.
yeah.
Priority unpack. Get that painting out in the staff
I guess we'll
room.
have to look for it. We have a couple weeks to look for it, I guess.
We have until April 30th. Your lives were saved, and that's no joke. Coming to Heath brought you hope. Oh, this is nice. Thank you, Heath, for saving April and her babies. Peggy and Tim are also grateful for your love. By the way, I love the name Peggy, as it was the name of my very first dog, a fox terrier, when I was 5 years old. Oh, Judy did a little poem. That's really sweet. For the birthday party. Happy birthday to April's babies.
Yeah, that's really cute that so many people are celebrating 10 years with us. And, you know, I know some of our viewers have been with us for 10 years, so you guys have really got to see them kind of grow up, which
cool.
is super special.
That's so nice. Yeah, we did a little pizza party. Hope folks were able to catch that. Robert, so glad you've only known love and caring in your life. Robert, you deserve it. Robert was also born here at the sanctuary. His mom, Fiona, arrived pregnant with 9 babies.
Yeah, what a fun surprise.
Yeah, we didn't know. We didn't know until it was happening. Same with April. It can be hard to tell with pigs, especially if they're not doing super well. I look back at the pictures of April. She was quite thin. This is from the pizza party. Now that they know the joys of pizza, you better not let any residents learn to use a cell phone. Otherwise, there'll be lots of deliveries showing up. Absolutely. I feel like we left the caregiver phone in there with Hercules. There would be like 100 pizzas coming in.
Yeah.
Every day.
I mean, not that they ever want for extra snacks, as they're always getting produce and stuff, but yeah, pizza's a little bit more of a special occasion.
A birthday party.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, they get produce a few days a week. They got some yesterday, a lot of it. A lot of bananas were donated. March recap, that's the thing about the animals, all the wonderful love they give, the fun times, and just the friendship. When they leave, their heart is broken forever. We all have to believe in the Rainbow Bridge. She's really nice. Elizabeth, I felt like part of this family for almost 10 years. Oh, and everyone there has felt like mine. Beginning with Esther, meeting all the others and loving them has been my joy. Oh my gosh, Sylvia, you're going to make me cry. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really nice to see comments like that.
Yes, and thank you for those. Like, we do read these, and it's just so lovely. Nothing more heartwarming than a piggy pile of joy. I think this is the one they were talking about, Sammy being the furnace.
It could be. It could be any of them. That's basically
true.
the daily or nightly routine is
That's
everyone
true.
cuddled with Sammy.
Just piled in there.
So.
There it is. The video of, you can go back on our Facebook and see Bailey with Pixie walking around. Looks like Bailey should never feel alone again. Pixie is her shadow for sure. Loving this. That's true. There's another bond at the sanctuary. I love how everyone at Heaths, including Pixie, feels at home and loved. Pixie is a tiny little thing. She is miniature.
Yeah.
I think she's on growing too.
She must be. She's like a year and a half.
I feel like George grew forever. I think we thought he was done growing, and then he kept growing, and he was like a little bit smaller than his mom, and then the size of his mom, and then bigger than his mom, and he just kept going. But yeah.
I haven't noticed any of those three were really
Yeah.
really growing too much
Yeah.
recently. It seems like I think they've all kind of settled in.
I think she's done. We can still kind of pick her up. Not
She
too.
still loves it.
Look at her. Pixie's face says, we all need to know she's loving her life at Heaths. In return, that smile makes our world happier. To all good souls, residents, and caregivers, thank you. Thank you, Barry. That's lovely.
Yeah, Pixie is getting a lot of love because she's so people forward, more
Yeah.
than most.
Yeah, she'll
She-
see us and want to
She's
be
still
up here.
really big cuddle bug.
Nobody's out. Why did they all hide during? I guess we're not close enough.
No,
Obama had his head out for a sec. Catherine wanted to see what was going on.
we should have let Catherine know when we had the chance.
I bet if you open that now, somebody will run over. Okay, we have a few photos of the week. Thanks for sticking around for our program. It's been lovely to spend time with everyone. Teddy,
Oh, he's perfect.
look, I like when they lay like that.
Yeah, he's so cute.
Yeah, he's adorable. And that's Ted. We got Pouty getting some scritches, like Chris mentioned. He's wanting lots of scritches right now.
Yeah, I think because he's shedding, he's been in a very social mood. He really wants everyone scratching his back, getting all that extra hair
I
out.
feel like even more this year than anything. They're a little bit closer, or no, not a little bit, way closer to us than they were at the other property in terms of like, you can see them at all the time. So I think they're feeling a little bit less squirrely around us.
Yeah.
Seeing humans all the time.
Yeah, that was yesterday. And he was just laying there and his head and his neck and his lips were going. He was getting really into it.
That's cute. You can see the spots where his undercoats come off. And they were having the zoomies.
Oh,
Bailey was involved. Super cute.
yeah. I love Gilbert going so much. Like, I feel like
I did not expect
those
that.
three young ones are really bringing out the youth in Gilbert. He's
Yeah.
like really trying to keep up with them.
The first
which
time I
is-
saw him take off, I was like, oh my gosh, because he's older, he's got arthritis, like
Yeah.
he's on pain meds for arthritis, and we didn't really expect him to go off like that, but he did, and it's been amazing.
He did, and he's done it multiple
We
times.
went through the snow. That one video I took a few
Oh, that was
months back,
amazing,
just
yes.
like plowed through the snow, and I was like, I didn't expect that at all. He loved it.
Yeah. Those young girls are keeping the whole herd young.
True.
So.
It's really nice. It's a nice mix. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. It's been lovely to spend time with you here on Barnside Chat. My name's Andrea.
I'm Chris.
We will see you again next week. Bye.